everybody, and welcome to this oh-so-dramatic game that screwed me over last time. Okay. Fun! Here. We're loading, right? Okay. Don't want to make that mistake again. We're on the James route, whatever. James and I headed out to the garden. It had been years since I had been in the small field. The gazebo. I was about to say gazebo. I never see that word. Smaller than I remembered, but I had grown since I had last seen it. James rolled up his sleeves and took in a breath of air before sighing contently.
So, we need to cater to the plants and make sure there are no muddy spots in the grass. It may take a while. Are you sure you wish to help me and not the others?
I'm wondering why this is such a big deal about the outside. Hold on, I was gonna time it, but my phone's dead. Okay. Shook my head, rolling up my sleeves as well. Let's do this. I can handle it. I'd rather work outside anyway. James nodded with a smile before handing me a watering can, gesturing to a group of flowers by the side of the yard. What the hell? I walked over and began to water the flowers. However, a silence took control of the air. I felt the need to start a conversation. Sure. Ask him a question. What's up, bro? Said you like flowers. I wanted to smack myself. That was a terrible conversation. It's like, how was the weather? You tell me. We're outside. I mentally smacked myself before hearing James chuckle softly. I turned to look at him as he nodded.
You have a wonderful aesthetic. Many people would think that flowers are simple and rather boring, but I've learned secrets about flowers.
And what would that be? Secrets about flowers? What, like a special way to water them or something? You're deep, Sexto. You're deep.
You could say that. There are right and wrong ways to water flowers.
There's drowning them like I do. I do not have a green thumb at all. I kill every plant I see. Can you show me? James gave a small smirk before walking over and standing behind me. I instantly blushed as he brought his arms underneath mine, guiding my watering can. The water gently poured over the dirt, sinking into it, and dissolved into the roots. However, my concentration on the water was broken by the sound of James' voice in my ear.
Flowers need to be cared for gently, like a fragile light. Too much power and they'll break, but too little and they'll wither and fade away. It's like caring for a pet or a loved one.
Ow. Wow, we just started this episode. That's way too deep. Don't do that. A loved one. For some reason, those three words echoed in my mind. James continued to guide my watering can, using gentle hands to lead my arms and my body. It was almost like a dance. Eventually, he let go and stepped away from me. I turned to him as he simply smiled at me before returning to his work. I felt my face with my hand, feeling the extreme warmth before shaking my head and continuing to water the remaining plants. An hour of the hour of the house party had arrived in my mind. I better move my drink so I can erratically click. I kept double and triple checking my essentials for the party, knowing my dad. He invited his business partners and the executives of the Anderson Company to show me off. I stood in front of my mirror in my room, stared at my form as a million thoughts ran through my mind. It was just a housewarming party, but at the same time it wasn't. It was my chance to show my dad that I was better than his expectations. It was a chance to see him I was an actual woman. Well, I wasn't truly alone. I got the incubi and stuff. Knock on the door. Who was it?
Hey, are you okay in there? Your parents should be here soon, so you should hurry getting ready.
I'm ready, but...
But what? I'm sure you look fine, Anderson. Just come on out.
Okay. Lee gasp. Or is it Lay gasp? I don't actually know. As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched as Naomi and Suzu's face turned from smiles to complete awestruck stares. What?
Dude, you look hot.
I know.
Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
Places. I've had it for a while, I just never had the chance to wear it. I figured I might as well bring it out now. Hello, boys. Blue, red, yellow, green, and whatever the hell your color is, Damien. Get out of here, Damien. You're not welcome. I stepped out of my room and closed the bedroom door behind me. As I walked down the hall to the grand lobby, the incubi stood Do we really have to call him that? Waiting for me at the bottom, all dressed in to the nines and proper whatever.
Whoa, they really know how to dress well, don't they?
Yep. Yeah. Is Damien's color just like black? Not the button I meant to press! Like, he... purple, maybe? Is it purple? Is it pink? I don't... Come back here. There we go. I was slightly taken aback on how great the boys looked in uniform. Each had the poise of perfect gentlemen, even Sam. Are you sure? I slowly began to climb down the steps with Suzu, and we've already been through this. At your last step, James offered a hand.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
Well... I feel like I should save. just in case. Do I get a different outcome? Whatever. No. We're just gonna go with our original guess. Yes. Basil. I couldn't deny that I was nervous, but I had to try. This party was more than what it seemed, and I had done all that to prepare for it. Now it was all up to fate. The other boys smiled assuringly at me and stuff. And practically my dad's on the other side of the door. And then you guys opened the door, and then they came in. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh my, I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
You didn't know? Neither did I.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
They're all boys. They all look like, what, 20? Yeah, okay. I was completely shocked my dad was okay with it. I looked at the boys, noticed Sam and Eric staring intently at my parents and stuff.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the house.
Sure, why not? My mother quickly ran and gave me a hug.
Gorgeous. You look so lovely. David, look at your daughter and tell her I'm right.
I looked at my dad, waiting for a freaking compliment for once.
Your mother's right. You look like you're all grown up.
Oh, Daddy. Wow, Dad complimented me. It was nice. Thanks, Daddy. Whoever's cold face could return as he began to look around once again.
I assume that you're ready, then, to impress the rest of the guests, correct?
Sure. Better get ready for that. What do you mean?
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight.
Great.
Even the vice chairman's son will be coming.
Great.
All of them will be measuring your potential.
Great. My potential?
To become CEO of the company.
Great. Oh, great. So Suzu and Naomi being sportive and stuff. As if time zoomed forward, all of a sudden the main hall lobby was full of guests. Men and women from all over this attire showed up to meet me. And see my new home, I didn't expect many to come, but it was once again surprised at the night. I shook hands with many of them and stuff, and asked me questions.
So, how do you feel living on your own at such a young age?
I'm so sorry about your grandfather passing away. It really hit all of us hard.
Okay. Thank you for your condolences.
Do you have college plans?
It felt like one question came after another. It was tough to answer some of them because they weren't about me, they were about the company.
What do you think will happen with the company now that your grandfather has passed?
What do you think of the philanthropic policy the company has?
I don't know what that means!
Do you think the company should expand from just toys?
Eventually the questions stopped and I was back to being myself. Naomi and Suzu were mingling in the crowds and the incubi were doing their jobs, so I was alone in my room, in a room full of strangers. It was unnerving to think about, but at least I wasn't being questioned left and right anymore. Suddenly my mom came.
Honey, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This kind gentleman is the son of the vice chairman.
Okay, I don't want to sound mean, but did she have a lisp at the beginning of the game? I can't remember. Hi, I'm Dorky Dorkerson. Is that your hair or is that the lamp? I can't tell. With my mother stood a man who looked totally dweebish,
Hi, I'm Andrew Lewis.
but sounded
Pleasure to meet
amazing.
you, Miss Anderson.
Boop. Here, kiss my
I'm
hand.
honored to be invited here.
Good. My mother smiled and stuff.
So, you organized this party very well, Miss Anderson.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Thanks, bruh.
You're welcome. Praise is very much deserved.
Andrew then chuckled nervously, bringing a soft fist to his hip and covered his lips to cover his laugh and
I'm
stuff.
sorry if I seem a little forward. I've just been excited to meet Harold Anderson's granddaughter.
Wow, it's nice to see Mr. Frankie Fakerson. Bye.
He used to talk about you all the time in the office on how you helped him refine his toys. I only attended meetings and heard all of the stories. You've helped a lot with the success of the company without
Hate business.
having to actually work there.
I hate business. Wow, didn't know he talked about me. I would explain the fascination with me and their rather personal questions. I looked at Andrew, and who had a kind face. Something about him seemed off, because he's being a fakerson. I felt someone walk up beside me, causing me to turn to them. Next to me was my dad. Giving a cold stare at Andrew, something becoming tense.
So, you're Jared's son.
I'm judging you! Aaron, who's Aaron? Andrew's body twitched slightly, and he's scared of him.
You're the one who wants to be the next CEO of the Anderson Company.
Well,
I stared at Andrew. This guy who wanted to take my grandfather's place as CEO. I thought the vice chairman wanted to blah blah blah.
David, leave the poor boy alone.
Yeah, David.
I'm merely testing the boy's conversational skills.
You're being mean.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm being scared.
Of course not, sir.
And polite as well. Interesting.
If you'll excuse me.
I'm gonna have a panic attack now. Quickly, Andrew almost retarded, retreated away from my family and the crowd of people. Stay put. No. Stay. Stay! I watched as he disappeared into the crowd toward the back of the house. I was worried, but I gave him his space. He obviously needed it.
He's not CEO material.
And you're not father material.
That's because you practically interrogated the young man.
Thanks, Mom.
A little questioning shouldn't have bothered him. He's obviously not ready for any title in our company.
So, I'll talk to those devils to see you in hell. Bit my tongue. I didn't want to make a scene with my dad. One wrong word could make, and he'd lecture me in front of everyone. That was not something I wanted at my housewarming party, whatever. I let out a sigh before looking at the clock. It was getting close to midnight, meaning that party was going to end soon. I lowered my gaze out the window and saw a limo pull up. This is a limo.
Oh, that must be Lewis's car.
Ugh.
I'll go get him. Stay with your father so you can escort your guests out together.
Ugh. Okay. My mother left my dad and me to solely escort the guests out. Gosh. My dad held his simple smile as he thanked each person for coming. I did the same. Andrew quickly passed the doors before I could speak. Eventually only Susan, Naomi, my parents, and the blah 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 were left. My dad suddenly walked over and placed a hand on my shoulder with a smile. I stared up at him in a wave of confusion washing over my face. What?
You did good tonight. I'm proud.
Wow. That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Keep it up, and you'll be a good CEO.
I don't know if I wanna. Yeah.
Alright, your mother and I have to leave.
Okay.
I'm sure Naomi and Suzu need to leave as well. Just because it's Saturday doesn't mean you should stay up all night.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for having us. It was a great party.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was distracted by your mom's shoulders.
We'll come visit tomorrow or something. All right?
Okay. Okay.
Good night, sweetie. Come visit us soon.
Yes. I will. Hi guys, how you doing? All four of my remaining guests left the building, all but my dad waving back to me. With the last of the guests gone, I sighed and sat on the staircase, exhausted. That was tiring.
It's not like you had to do any work, though.
Get out.
Give her a break, man. She was getting interrogated left and right.
Get out, Sam.
She handled herself the best she could.
Thank you, Damien.
As expected, princess.
Thank you, Eric.
Since you're exhausted, why not head to bed? We can clean up.
Sure. Get over it.
Hush, Sam.
You guys sure?
Positive. It shouldn't take long.
Get out, Sam.
Oh, it didn't take
Oh, right.
to find you little shits after all.
Oh. Right. Fell to Hush. That's
Don't
him.
worry. No one will hurt you.
Okay.
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
You really sure? Oh my gosh, never expected to see him. Oh no. He's red and stuff. And then he's got his main slut.
What's the matter, boys? You really didn't think I wouldn't find you, did you?
Dun dun dun.
I hoped you would, you piece of...
All of a sudden, the man raised the gun to save his face and instantly pulled the trigger. Rest in pieces, Sam. We all gasped in shock, and Sam's...
What the fuck?
What?
Look who's alive. Hey, Sam's alive! That's amazing! Why? Luckily for my ears, it became quieter after
Why
her
the
shot.
fuck won't you work?
Because magic.
This place is protected.
Boom!
What did you say, shrimp?
Damien's not that short.
This place has a seal, protecting it from hellborn magic.
Bum ba
What
bum.
the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You can't do stuff here.
Ah!
The man growled and threw his gun in frustration, and the gun faded and bloop.
The previous owner had this place protected by magic, Malick.
Dun dun dun! Alex was the name of this creature that the place was protected by magic.
It would seem that your grandfather had some sort of protective barrier around this house. From the looks of it, it only disables hellborn magic.
Yeah, get out. His face grew mad.
What's stopping me from dragging your asses out and shooting you then?
Well, you don't have a gun anymore. Out of pure instinct, I stepped forward and tried to stop him. Leave them alone. I stared at him. I could feel the boys did the same behind me. Smirked and leaned my nose to him.
And just who the fuck are you?
None of your
You got a
concern.
big-mouthed, nameless bitch.
Kid it nameless.
Better be careful who you speak to.
Wanna bet? Take one! I ducked under... Okay. I ducked underneath Malick's incoming hand. I stared at his hand and his black flame tattoo in surprise as I took a couple steps back from Malick's. Matthew Damien stepped in front of me, guarding me from Malick's with their arms. Mwahaha!
Good one. I'm liking you more and more.
Matthew's face is like, I'm putting up with your I ain't putting up with it.
Back off, Malick!
Don't start acting tough, you pathetic excuse of a demon.
Aw!
You need more protection than her.
Aw. He just looks confused with that.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Oh, did I make little Matthew cry? Why don't you just grow up here?
Dude, don't mess with him. Dude, don't. He's got like demon bunnies. Squirrels. Err.
Enough, Malick.
The woman who had been standing in silence the whole time planted a firm hand on Max's shoulder and stuff.
Since when did you get the guts to speak out of place?
Go away.
We both know you've never controlled me. I want them dead just like you two. But now's not the time.
Really?
Fuck off. I know what I'm doing.
Fuck off.
Do you? Even if you did fight them, there's 5 against 2. We never win.
Shut up!
Just a hothead, aren't you?
Let's go, Malick! We're wasting our time!
The two growled at each other. They could have used their magic, but I could sense the fire would glow from underneath their teeth. Alex grunted and glared at the boys, pointing at James, wanting so badly to use his fingers up like a knife.
Just wait, pretty boys. We'll get you and fuck you up real good.
Then Max turned to me, moving his finger to point directly between my eyes.
And don't think you're safe. Step outside. I dare you.
Okie dokie. With that, Max and the woman walked out of the mansion. The doors closed behind them, leaving the boys and I alone once again. I felt my knees give out from under me, forcing the boys to quickly turn to catch me. Catch me!
Whoa! Are you alright?
Do I look alright? Why?
He's been closely tracking us. Our blood trail from the forest must have led him here.
Good job.
Should have stopped him and finished it here.
Ooh, Matthew.
Once, Matthew, I agree with you.
I stood up and rubbed my arms, feeling goosebumps. Alex left on me. I couldn't stop myself from shivering in fear of his bleh. Actually, it was the stuff.
That son of a bitch is not a demon. He's a devil.
The devil? What's the difference?
Demons come from a different plane of existence called the abyssal planes. Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know as hell. Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
We actually have brains, for one. Devils always like to cause trouble and try to kill or torture others for their own enjoyment. Demons, like us, know when to use our powers and when not to. We're not stupid.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free wills and don't rely on where they came from to use their powers.
Yeah, that was confusing, but okay. What do we do?
You're safe. You've been protected as well.
How do you know this? What?
What Damien's saying is that the magic that protects this place also protects you.
Awesome!
Your grandfather must have cast it when you last saw him or something of that nature. We can sense its aura around your body.
Okay. What? Can't believe my ears. It was the third day and surprising. This one took the cake. And being the most surprising, put my head spin once again. I get myself into.
Miss, please don't worry. We'll find a way to train ourselves and become stronger to finally finish this feud.
Kick his ass right now.
Alright.
Until then, we'll protect you as much as we can. If Malick comes back, we'll be here for you.
I want to turn my heater on. I'm sorry if there's going to be a fan noise, but I'm very, very cold. Hey, I can see the moon outside my window. Why can I not turn my... Okay, broke my heater. Okay. But what about going outside? Why isn't my heater working? I can't turn the knob. What's stuck? Oh my goodness, what? Okay. Oh, it was stuck for some reason. That's weird. Yeah, turn on. Jeez, I'm cold. Actually, no, fuck that. That's loud. Never mind. I'll freeze. I'm fine. Going outside, won't he just, like, kill me and stuff?
You have a protection spell on you. Even if Malick attacks you, he won't be able to use his magic on you. He'd be just like any other human you can fight back against.
Didn't you say you knew Taekwondo?
Yeah. Found out that in last episode. Yeah. I feel somewhat relieved that I was mostly safe from him, but I could not help but feel nervous and stuff. Even more so, I was lost about my own grandfather knew magic and stuff. He was a wizard. At least I had time. I went to bed, devils and demons, but I'm only gonna stay after the defeat of Malick. It's temporary insanity. The question was, would I want them to leave? No. If my own life went back to normal, that'd be really boring. My life, it's boring. Where's my life going anyway? Under the pressure to have parents, without the boys, I'd have to hide away from responsibilities. I go sleep now. Defeating my... Okay.
I promise to be with you forever.
God, who is that? Somebody told me... I don't know.
You're so important to me.
Who?
I swear I'll give my life to you.
Please, let me love you.
Uh-huh.
I'll be by your side. Always.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine living without you.
Uh-huh.
I want to be with you.
Uh-huh.
I love you.
Uh-huh. Wow, that was weird. 7 a.m. Ugh, gross. And I did stuff. I'm gonna... explore the house. I went to explore the house. Oh god, no, I didn't... Okay. I'm curious. Gently opened the shelves and drawers I saw in the room, and a couple of them were books. And sewing kits I assumed they were used for my grandfather's toys, so I left them alone. One drawer, however, was locked, no matter how many times I pulled. Grr, open! Nothing, it wouldn't budge. The drawer beside it, though, did, revealing a laptop. What's your laptop in the drawer? I lifted it up from the drawer and carried it over to the desk and chair. Opening it, it was a high-tech laptop with... What is that? Scanner as a padlock. I was not sure whether or not to try and lock it or not. Don't try, because I already did that once. Whatever was here belonged to my grandfather. It wasn't my place to try and pry. I closed the laptop and put it back, and I accidentally skipped that, and I didn't mean to. Turn my bed and stuff. Go back to sleep. Don't disturb him, that's not gonna matter. Pizza! Sure. Found James in the library, sitting on one of the comfy leather seats, reading a book as I stepped in. James looked up at me before closing the book and standing.
Hello.
Hi! Hey, James, I got lunch!
That is very kind of you. Thank you.
It's pizza. James took his food and sat back down, placing the book he was reading on the table in front of him and setting the dish in his lap.
I'm sorry. I should have asked you first before exploring the house and finding this room.
Ow. What did I... Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Remember, you live here, too, so any room besides mine is free to be in.
Still, you're the master of the house. I should have asked.
Oh, chill out. It's fine. James nodded at me with an understanding smile before eating his food. I followed along and ate with him, taking the open chair beside his. Oh, we ate in silence, listening to the ambience of the room. Soon, however, I began to feel a little restless. What you eating? He's yellow! He's orange! Okay. I think. Right? I don't know. Put down my food on the table and lifted the book to examine it. Love romance. Study of intimacy. James let out a small nervous cough before he stopped eating and placed his food on the table.
Demons and humans are very different when it comes to affairs of the heart.
I see that.
I merely wanted to try learning a little more while I had the chance. I found that while I was looking around the room and had only just begun reading.
Love is different to demons. How so? Well... James smiled before crossing his legs, getting comfy for a small lecture he was about to give.
Love isn't just a human emotion, miss. Demons like us feel them too. In fact, incubi and succubi feel emotions the most because of our link to sexual energy. However, we don't really experience love. We know of lust and passion.
Okay. But passion drives love.
For humans, yes. For demons, it fuels our need to breed and increase the strength of our lineage as well as quells the hunger we have for sexual energy.
Oh my gosh!
It's very hard for us to develop feelings from passion, despite how easy it may logically seem.
Okay, not going to drink while you're talking. You hunger for energy? I could tell I struck a nerve with James as I mentioned the word hunger. His arms twitched, obviously wanting to do something other than remain on the armrest of the chair. He continued speaking regardless.
Sexual energy is our natural food source and is one of two ways to keep us alive. In the abyssal planes, there are many demons to feed off of who are always willing to give their energy up. So, sexual hunger is never an issue.
So there's no famine where you're from, I see.
In the human world, however, we've come to realize that getting energy is a little more difficult.
Yeah, if you want to try it, it'd be called rape, though. Can't you just touch a human for the energy? Like you did with me? You just can't go around touching everybody!
That only gives us so much. A touch is merely a taste, while intimate sex is a banquet for us.
I guess that was true. Humans were all about sex. They were probably a lot more conservative than demons. At least it would be hard to gain sexual energy from a human without doing something to them or catching them in the right mood. Yeah.
This is why we have a mind-altering ability to convince humans to give in to their desires.
Oh gosh.
It's not 100% effective, but it gives us a better possibility to get what we need.
You know, the mood's really pretty out tonight. Maybe I should just walk outside and not think about this. Base.
Food, typically.
God, what
However,
happened?
We're weak
What
without
the hell
actual
happened?
sexual energy.
Hold on!
Food, typically.
No!
However, we're weak without actual sexual energy. Without sexual energy, we become less than human. We have no power nor moral consciousness. We basically start to become unfriendly.
So, very, very grumpy. No. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Hello? What? The hell's going... What? Sorry about that. Apparently my computer was very, very clogged up with crap that I didn't need, so I had to delete some stuff. Anyway, we're gonna save once more. That's why the game was lagging. Let's save it over this. Okay. And, oh gosh, what do we want to do? I don't want to. That's the right one! Please don't be insisting. Okay. James in reply simply stared at me, unable to answer. However, I could tell that he was... What are we doing? He was clutching the arm less tightly, digging his fingers. What is this game? In the leather, I gently leaned close to him from my chair and reached to brush my fingers over his hand. If you really need energy, I'll help a little. No sex, but enough to stop the hunger, okay? Once again, I was greeted with silence from James. He seemed very nervous and uncertain about what to do now. But the approval was there. He was also frozen from my touch, softly and barely twitching at the feel of my skin against his. I could feel his hand grip the arm beside her. This is very awkward. I don't like this. Small feeling of boldness then ran through my body, forcing me to cover his hand completely with my own before leaning nose to nose with James in seriousness. I can't. Alter my mind if you're concerned about me. I really do want to help you, though. It's like a vampire, though. All of a sudden, I felt something in my mind snap. Why did I even...